friends? Today we're talking about a super cool watch from Bell & Ross. This one is the BR05. I got this one to replace a square San Martin watch that I recently gave away, and it's done an excellent job of filling the void of giving away that watch. The BR05 is sort of a departure from Bell & Ross's usual repertoire. I could be wrong, but they were always a tool watch company to me with watches catered towards aviators and specialized professionals. The BR05, on the other hand, seems more like a dressy fashion watch with no illusions of being anything otherwise. Either way, I really like it, and that's all that matters. A quick disclaimer, I know very well that this is not a good value watch. I can't imagine its value retention is any good, and for those of you here right now looking for a watch with those qualities, I'm telling you right now, this is not the watch for you. I would say that much of the BR05 strengths come from its non-technical attributes, things that can't be written down on paper, and as long as we're clear about this, then the following content will be significantly less frustrating to watch. So without further ado, let's get into it. For price, the BR05 sits comfortably at around $4,000. Of course, if you search around the used market, you should easily be able to find it for less. But for new, I think $4,000 is the accepted standard. I was able to buy mine brand new directly from Bell & Ross for $3,500 out the door, and I was able to do so with the connection that I have from a seller that I purchased from for a long time. Off topic, but it pays to find a good seller and establish a friendly professional relationship, as they can often hook you up with excellent white market deals that beat even the gray market. And I say this as a huge advocate of the gray market. Here are the dimensions for you on the screen. Square watches are notorious for wearing and appearing much larger than conventional watches. However, the way that this watch is designed with the integrated lugs and beautifully slim case height makes this watch at home on any wrist size. I love how it wears on my 7 3/4 inch wrist. The watch is powered by a Sellita SW300 movement with some input from Bell & Ross. The most apparent influence from Bell & Ross would be the very cool skeletonized rotor. This SW300 is basically just a thinner SW200, and both movements are used heavily across the watch community, so there's no surprises here with performance. And you should expect around 42 hours of power reserve as well. For the rest of the watch, we've got a steel case, a sapphire crystal, screw down crown, a caseback plate, and a steel bracelet with a butterfly clasp. All of this is going to provide 100 meters of water resistance, so it's a desk diver that works out. Kind of like that T-Mobile salesman that's jacked for no reason. There is lume applied to the hands, indices, and all the markers, and it looks real clean here. The lume is super luminova, so I've got no complaints with the intensity or the glow time. One thing that's really neat is how the edge of the crystal captures some of the lume, creating the illusion of an illuminated chapter ring. The dial is absolutely stunning in my opinion. Online images cannot fully capture how beautiful this thing is, and I'm grateful for other YouTube videos that were able to show me how the sunray dial plays with the light. It truly is captivating, and if you're stuck in a meeting, you will find yourself paying more attention to the dial than the topic at hand. The indices add a wonderful 3D effect to the presentation, and the chrome borders tie the white indices to the black dial very well. Moving on to the crown, I like what they did here a lot. I'm always a fan of signed crowns, and this one is a cut above what I'm used to. The crown action is also great, screwing out easily, feeling solid while using it, and easy to screw back in. It is on the smaller size, and the crown guards don't help making accessing it any easier, but with that being said, if I'm able to use it with my sausage fingers, then you should be just fine. The caseback is beautiful and made even better with the open view of that 360-degree oscillating rotor. It's so different from every other watch I own, and I love it. I would say it's mostly decorative, but it still looks so professional and sharp. I don't like caseback plates, as I much prefer screw-down casebacks, but I can't deny that everything looks good here. The bracelet is not my preferred style of bracelet, but with that being said, it's the only logical style of bracelet to perfectly match the rest of the watch. The integrated style looks great on the square case, and the polished center links provide a good contrast for the rest of the satin finishing. Unfortunately, those center links are scratch magnets. It would have been nice to see them apply some kind of coating or maybe even use tungsten, but scratches are just a fact of life that I have to accept in order to enjoy this watch. The clasp is a butterfly clasp and well done. I prefer fold over deploying clasps, but again, for the style of this watch, a butterfly clasp makes sense. We've got the Bell & Ross logo here just like on the crown, and just like on the crown, it looks really good. It's fun and playful while still looking sharp and professional. The finishing is the star of the show here. Bar none, there are few watches within this tier of watches that can compare. It is such a beautiful watch to observe and enjoy during any time of day at any angle. It's one thing to give a watch a brushed finish, but it's a completely different story when it's done in this way. I love how the dial lines point towards the center and the case lines run vertically, and this creates a really awesome visual effect when it's reflecting light. Each stroke of finishing looks like it was placed there in that exact spot intentionally, and the fact that the bezel screws are all aligned is another small attention to detail that adds to the overall feeling of quality. Overall, I gotta say that I personally am a happy customer. I can't say that this watch is for everyone, and I might even say that it might only be for the exceptionally stupid. $4,000 for a watch that only has a generic movement, a shiny exterior, and instant value reduction as soon as it drives off the lot is not good at all. I won't pretend to not know that that's not a good deal. But watch collecting is all about getting that watch that you just have to have, and in this case the BR05 was that watch for me. But hopefully some of you can see what I saw. No matter what the value is, objectively this is a solid watch with a unique style, and in a world of identical clones of watches, it's nice to see something that sticks out once in a while. If you're in the market for one, then I say go for it. It looks even better in person. I hope this episode was able to show you the different angles you needed to see, and if you're still here, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.